Hey, hi everyone. I hope everyone is going well. We have 10, I think we have 20 guests registered. So why don't we wait 2 more minutes? In the meantime, if you have some question, feel free to ask and I will reply to you during the webinar. So let's say a couple of more minutes, okay? Thank you. Hi
Morning.
everyone. So we are going to start. I hope everyone is doing well. I will talk about the situation in France at the end. Just we are 17, so maybe some people are going to join a little later. So I think it's important to go over this. So we'll go at the end, and we are going to talk today about champagne. So I think I know most of you. Just to resume audience in France, Karen is doing this amazing presentation. I think everyone, most of you know Karen. And we are based in south of France and we offer private to all of our friends. That was a small introduction. So Champagne. Champagne is actually geographically called Champagne Ardennes. The Ardennes are more in the south, and if some of you are interested by World War One, that's this area where you have a lot of battlefield. The expert and Chateau Thierry too. The expert is Karine. So if ever you have any question, you can email me, but it will be Karine that will answer the World War One question. Me, I'm gonna go focus on the champagne with its appellation champagne. You see the circle? That's the only area, all the yellow, the area here is the only area where you can make champagne and call it champagne. If you go in Loire Valley, they do sparkling wine with actually the same thing that champagne, but they don't have the right uh, call it champagne because they are not geographically in this area. It's only 85 miles from Paris, and you have two big towns, Reims and Epernay. So we're going to continue. So how to access? Actually, it's quite easy. You have the Champagne-Ardenne TGV train station just outside of Reims, so it's not in the city center. So if your client wants to go on, they will have to take a taxi from there or take the Reims Center train station, but it won't be the TGV train. Champagne-Ardenne, you have a 35-minute TGV train going directly from Terminal 2 of CDG. So Terminal 2 is Delta Air France Terminal International, and you have a TGV from Paris. So it's really easy. From there also you can go to Alsace. So Alsace will be east. Um, and for the other area of France, it will be by drive, or you go back to Paris and take a train to another region. Once a day, some day in the week, so it's not all the time, but we can have a look. You have one TGV doing Champagne to Bordeaux, only one a day. It's a 4 hour and a half. It's not all the time, it's mainly during the high season, but it can be interesting. The nearest airport is CDG Airport in Paris. What's good is you don't have to cross all the Parisian traffic from Champagne. The situation. Um, so we are going to talk about a little by history because it's important. I love Champagne. It's an amazing region, but you go for Champagne. As you can see, I'm going to go back to the map. It's a small area. Champagne is money. You've seen the rate of a Veuve Clicquot bottle, of a Moet Chandon bottle. It's a lot of money. And it's a teeny area to give champagne all over the world. So don't ask for museum, don't ask for park for the kids. Everything is about Champagne in Champagne. So we are mainly talk about Champagne. You have actually two towns, Reims and Épernay. Really important to understand those two towns. Hence, the cellar are in underneath in the 18th century in the Gallo-Roman underground. It's amazing. The step, you can see the stair, you will see other picture. It's impressive. Even if you don't like Champagne, you have to go there. For example, if you like history, during World War I, everyone refuged there. Actually, under Veuve Clicquot, you had an hospital. So when you go to Veuve Clicquot, you see a sign on the wall of nursery, of hospital, of everything. So it's really, really interesting. It's amazing and unique, even if you're not into Champagne. This is in Reims, and Reims is where you have 90% of the big name. I say big name is a famous one: Ruinart, Veuve Clicquot, Taittinger, Pommery. The only missing one I will say is Moët et Chandon, and Moët et Chandon is in Épernay. So that's where they have the cellar. Really impressive, really beautiful one. So it's really nice. And then we go to Épernay. It's a small town. Épernay is teeny, but Épernay is where you have all the headquarters of most of the Champagne house, and they are all on this avenue, which is kind of, I think it's one of the most expensive because it's where they keep the champagne bottle. So it's one of the most expensive avenue in the world, actually. It's nice, a little too clean. Actually, when I went there, I was like, what it is. So it's but you have all the headquarters from the famous Champagne house. It's not visiting. You cannot visit them, except Moët et Chandon, which has its headquarters. And what I call the Museum of Champagne. Moët et Chandon is amazing. You can visit them. You can visit the cellar. None of them open their factory. You can only see the cellar, not the factory. So in this big house, you have a guide from the big house who guide you. Yeah, so their guide, and they repeat every day the same thing. It's not wow. That's why it can be nice for your clients, but we always have our guide with your clients. Sorry. Our guide with the client, make it interesting, and they know your client and know in what they're interested. But when I went to Moët, I told the lady, I know about Champagne, and she was like, yeah, but I have to say that. That's in my contract, so I have to say that. I'm not. It's allergy. Don't worry, I don't have corona. I just got some allergy. So that's Épernay. You go to Épernay, usually you go to Moët, and that's it. Really, it's nice, but it doesn't have the city doesn't have any charm, if I can say. But Moët is something you have to see. Those big names: Moët, Veuve Clicquot, Ruinart. So you have you amazing clients who have a lot of money. Go for a private Veuve Clicquot. Go for a private Ruinart or Dom Pérignon. Moët is nice. They have private salon where they welcome you and make you visit, but they don't have those. We call them the créaires. You don't meet the owner, so it's nice, but it's not wow. Many clients want to go to Moët because Moët own Dom Pérignon. We'll talk about it later. So a bit of history. I'm going to go a little fast about that. One of the signs not to be missed outside of Champagne is the Cathedral Notre Dame of France. That's where most of our kings have been crowned for a long time. So it's really an important place. They have been many renovated during Christmas and during summer on Friday and Saturday. You have a light show. You have a light show in front of on the wall of the cathedral. It's really something to see, even if you're not into Christianity. It's really an amazing architectural. That's really hard for me to say. Architectural place to see, and also about history, because a lot of our kings, they were living in Paris, but if you need to be crowned, you have to go to Reims. No choice. Even if we had Notre Dame, they had to go to Reims. So really, really an important place. So I will make it you read that. You can, I will send it to you. But what's important in history? Dom Pierre Pérignon, a monk in the village of Auvilliers, create the blending, who is actually now champagne, and create the way to make the bubbles in the champagne. That's why the name Dom Pérignon is so important. So you can go to Auvilliers to see his grave. Usually we take your clients, we go to Auvilliers, we see his graves, we start to explain how champagne was made. And for clients, sometimes really insist the Dom Pérignon, and we take them to Moët Chandon, which own Dom Pérignon. So you go back to what I say, to this big building with private salon, you don't see the owner. And in fact, half of the cellar is for Moët Chandon, and half of the cellar is Dom Pérignon. The rate for the Dom Pérignon visit is amazing, crazy, because Dom Pérignon is one of the most expensive champagne. It's brand, it's marketing. Okay, in my term, for me, it's not the best. It's marketing. But that's Dom Pérignon create champagne. The brand is owned by Moët Chandon, which try not to say it because they have this image of big prison. And Dom Pérignon have this brand of really unique and really expensive bottle. I have no idea. I didn't purchase any Dom Pérignon, but I think the bottle maybe around 500 or something like that. So when you do the private tasting Dom Pérignon, I think it's around 800 euros. So it's really expensive. But it's important. So we take to Auvilliers, and also because Auvilliers, for me, is a charming village, amazing place, where so yeah, client can visit Moët for tour and testing. It's a cave, but not the one you see at the beginning. It's just it's underground, but it's not the same. Let me see. I didn't put a picture of it's just a building where they have the champagne bottle. Nothing wow like in Renard. But your client Moët Chandon is open to public, no problem. It's just when you want to test Dom Pérignon, you have to visit, to request in advance, and it's really more expensive. But you can, yes. So Auvilliers, Mr. Dom Pérignon. So need to know. Champagne, a little colder than Paris, same weather. High season mid-April to October, business months May, June, September, October. In fact, even during the high season, Champagne is not, for French, it's not a region we really visit. We go there, we buy champagne, and we go home. So we don't go for, few people are going for a weekend in Champagne. However, England, Germany, Belgium, Switzerland, they love to come for a weekend, get the train full of champagne to avoid the tax and go home. So usually what I say to the clients is try to avoid Sunday and Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Sunday and Monday mainly. Sunday, Monday to get champagne because the hotel rooms are more expensive and you have a lot of more visitors. But it's kind of quiet champagne, still have visitors. A lot of champagne house are closed on Sunday and Monday. Vertical is closed on Sunday and Monday. A lot of boutiques are closed on Sunday, Monday. So yeah, so try to avoid Sunday and Monday all year long. all year long, we can do private testing in any champagne house, most of them, except January, mid-March, but it may change. They lost, like all of us, a lot of money with the crisis. So the other day I called the Kiko, which is usually closed in Christmas and New Year Eve, and they say, I think we're gonna open at beach because yeah, we need, like everyone, we need to make money. So we won't close for Christmas and New Year Eve. So just try to remember January, February is not a good time to go, and it's sad and it's cold and it's rainy. Not the best time to go, and Sunday and Monday. So, and for accessibility, the big name, Veuve, Moet, Etanger, because they have the money, they have elevator, but you won't see the wholesaler. They always place where you have steps. I will say avoid wheelchair people, guests in Champagne. That's the best because they're gonna miss so much. I rather have, testing, champagne testing in Paris, because they will miss a lot. Yeah, so you can read. So I will say in Champagne, I will avoid kids because it's all about champagne, and I will avoid people with wheelchair. And tell the other who have some mobility to walk, issue to walk. It's a lot of walking. It's a lot of walking. Yeah, it's a lot of walking. So I will avoid that too. Just one thing, Champagne we blend. So Champagne is made from Chardonnay, Pinot, Meunier, and Pinot Noir. There is always Chardonnay. There is always one of the Pinot, and then it's based on your test, and it's based. So I will let you read all that, and it's based on how much sugar there is in it. That's what makes the difference. What you know is, for example, if you drink a Moet Chandon last year and you drink one bottle from this year and one bottle which has 10 years, they will all have the same taste. So each year they produce champagne. They have what they call a nose. This person are going to take, I think they save 25% of the previous year's champagne. With the new grapes, they're going to try to find the best blend to test like what they get. They mix it, and it makes the same taste than last year. Same. Once they did it, they keep 25%, sell 75%. Next year, they will blend the new grapes with the 25% they kept, and then it will be the same test. A nose, what they call the person, the nose, make the blending. I asked actually to, I think I asked to Moet Chandon, how much was the salary of a nose, and they told me that a nose had been trained for 20 years. Is training actually someone for 15 years. And he made me understand that the nose was paid more than the CEO of Moet Chandon because it's so important they have the same test all the time. So that's it. That's a little story that I think really nice to understand that they have this nose and they keep a part of the production to be able to do the same test next year. So I really like it. Also, when you do a visit with your clients, some people are like, oh, I want to go and do 5 champagne house. That's not possible. Those champagne house, they feel that they open, you have the privilege that they open the door for you, that you should listen how they make champagne. They all made the same way. So what the difference is going to be, Moet Chandon, which is a big house, who makes thousands of bottles like Renard and Baflico, and the boutique champagne house, because the boutique champagne house, they do at the end it's the same, but they try to be eco-friendly. They try new way to keep the champagne, new mix, etc. And they're entrepreneur. They don't say, they are not marketing person, they're entrepreneur, and they like to discuss and say, oh, last year we tried this. this year. So it's different, but they want to talk. They want to explain to you. So when you say, oh, we just want to test and we don't want the visit, that's not possible for them. They want you to visit. So usually we do what I call big name. So big name, Ruinart, the big house, the one who makes thousands of bottles of champagne, the one where you will have a guide and not the owner. And then to this, except if the client asks otherwise, I like to have two boutique champagne houses or one boutique champagne house and a champagne tasting in a champagne bar that I really like, who you can have a lunch at the same time. And I bring the team there, and we had like 6 or 7 different champagne, and it was perfect to understand everything about what I said before, the blending. So they make us test 9 champagne with different blending, different sweet, and it was amazing. And it's in Auvilliers, this small village where there's Dom Pérignon grave. So you learn about champagne. It's perfect introduction. It's sad we cannot do in the morning for breakfast. It will be a perfect introduction, but it's good for lunch. So I go back to the major champagne house. I told you the name again: Moët, Chandon, Ruinart, Veuve Clicquot, Mercier, and then the boutique producer. And I understand your client. They go back to home and they want to say, I went to Moët, I went to Veuve, I went to Ruinart. I know. And then so because they will find those brands in their supermarket, and their friend will know what they're talking about. But in terms of experience, having connection with the producer, the best is a boutique champagne producer. Because when you do the visit, it's not a guide. It's not a guide you just guide all day. It's gonna be. We went with the team this for in November. One champagne now, boutique champagne house was a nose meet us. Then it was the daughter of the owner who meet us. And it was fun because Remy, our guide, he arrived, he parked in front of the house, and he had the code of the door. So it's like, wow, it's amazing. You know them so well that they give him the code of the gate, of the gate. It was amazing. And with those people, you can talk about everything, champagne, but also marketing. They love to exchange with you. They were like, oh, we are in tourism. So we're like, oh, well, what do you think we could do? Or someone from marketing. There is really a mix, an exchange between your client and those people. You're not mixed with other guests like in Moët et Chandon or Veuve Clicquot. And I have nothing about Moët et Chandon. I love them. I love the champagne and I love Veuve Clicquot. I just want you to understand that when your clients say, I want to do in one day Moët, Ruinart, and Veuve Clicquot, I'm pretty sure, I don't say they will be disappointed, but they will not have seen the boutique champagne and they will not have any interaction except with the guide. So that's, yeah, we like to mix like, we went to a champagne house. It's a boutique champagne house. They went all eco-friendly last year, so it was a big work. So we had the time to discuss with them. It was really nice to exchange with them, and yeah. So I love both. So when I go back to mobility, this is Ruinart. Can you see all the stairs? So, and even with an elevator, you still have stairs everywhere. So. So a lot of it's information for you also to know about champagne. Okay, so itinerary. Sorry, I'm getting some water. And I'm back. This is exactly everything I explained to you about the small champagne house. So a detour. A detour, you can go by train. You have exactly what told you. The champagne in Moët, the small champagne boutique. Blanc de Blanc is Chardonnay and Meunier, so it's different style of champagne. So you can go by train, or you can go by car or driver guide Rémy and Clément in Champagne. They can come and pick you up in Paris. It doesn't really change the timing. because when your client take the train, they have to go to the train station, wait to be in advance for the train. The train can be delayed. So in terms of timing, there is no so much difference. Some people just want to try the train. In terms of price, over I think 3 gas, that's the same price. The supplement we charge for the pickup in Paris over 3 is equivalent to the train ticket. So it's really the same. 4, 5, 6. It's less expensive to go by car. So that. We use Viano Mercedes. So that's the, I think we have also, yeah, the Viano Mercedes in Champagne. So it's really comfortable. They are all new. Yeah, AC. Yeah, really good. Another way to offer Champagne. So don't forget, we are 35 minutes by train from CDG Airport, 1 hour drive. 1 hour drive, when you have traffic in Paris center to get to CDG, it's almost 1 hour. So it's almost the same. So when your clients say, oh, I don't want to, maybe they did a big trip in France, they have to be back to Paris the last night because their flight is early. They could be in Champagne instead of going in Paris. That's a way. Another combo is also Burgundy, which is a couple of hour drive, or Alsace can be joined by train. So yeah. Also, Lisa, I say, did you say car driver is cheaper than the train? Above 4 guests, yes. Above 4 guests. 3 guests is the same. Above 4 guests, 4 train ticket first class is more expensive than the supplement we charge for pickup and drop off in Paris. So, but each time we quote you, we'll explain to you. We'll tell you like that train, this is, we'll choose the best solution for you. It's a highway. It's a highway. I've done both, so let me think. About, it's a 1 hour 15 drive. I say about 45 minutes after the drive, you leave the highway, and then you get in more country style side drive, which is nicer. That's, yeah. So about 45 minutes. Yeah. So I go back. So connection Burgundy and Alsace by train. And if you go to Burgundy, we can stop in route in Troyes, in Chablis also, and get to Burgundy. It's a nice day with tasting on route, dinner on route, lunch on route. It's really nice. We go back to the hotel at the end. Oh no, we are at the end already. Ooh. So the maximum, I will go back, I'll come back to the hotel. The maximum we'll say in Champagne, I had clients stay 4 days full in Champagne, but they were in a restaurant industry. I would say you or me who love Champagne but don't want to get bored, don't want to repeat, I would say 2 nights is really good. 1 night is short because you don't have the time. 1 day is short because you don't have the time to see everything. But if you want to see the cathedral, if you want to see, let's say, 3, 4 boutique champagne house, you want Veuve, Moet, maybe a spa time, I would say 2 nights is really nice. 2 nights is really nice. My favorite. It's been like we bring the team in Champagne. I bring the team in Champagne 2 years ago, so what's that? So 3 hotels. Everyone know Le Domaine des Crières, a classic in Reims. Be careful. Reims is not a big town in terms of population, but it's really large. So from Les Crières, it's hard to walk to the city center. But the team at the Crières is great. They can have a taxi. They have an amazing bistro. And I think it's, sorry, I know they are not anymore 3-star for a long time. I think it's a 2-star Michelin restaurant, really nice. Classic French style. And quite expensive. The new one opened last summer, the Royal Champagne. You can see all modern. It's really modern, really luxury. Spa, the swimming pool, the cost goes with it. It's really beautiful. They have an amazing view. They all have balcony room, haute standard. If you have a small group, that's perfect because all the rooms are the same. The view is amazing. I didn't try the gourmet restaurant. I only try, but the gourmet restaurant is managed by the same chef who used to work at the Shangri-La in Paris and had to star Michelin. So they expect to have to star Michelin. I went to the bistro. It was really good. The food was amazing. I think it was a little expensive for a bistro, on my point of view, for a bistro in Champagne. I go in Champagne. I don't want Paris style and I don't want Paris price. I want Champagne style. So I rather go to a nice bistro or even a gourmet restaurant, but with a Champagne soul. I'm not sure if I'm clear with it, but like in Les Crayères, the Crayères is owned by people from Champagne for a long time. They offer cuisine, and it's your style or it's not your style in decoration, but they have the Champagne soul. They love what they do, and this is picture that you could find everywhere. That you see, the decoration is the same, and I could find anywhere else. So that's the only thing. But everyone who went there was more than happy. So nothing to say. And then it's my little trick. Um, they said there are five. For me, they are upscale four. Let's be clear. Upscale four. It's L'Assiette Champenoise. It's 1 minute from Reims. And actually, I went there because they have an amazing 3-star Michelin restaurant. The best dinner I ever had in my life. That's clear. I cannot say I've been lucky enough to try a couple of 3-star Michelin restaurants. This is one of my best souvenirs. In terms of food, it's really amazing. And because it's outside Paris, and they don't have the money that have Le Royal Champagne or Les Crayères, which is nice, is on a weekday. I think it's outside of Friday and Saturday. They do like a sample menu for dinner for 3-star. Like I think it's 150 euro. I know it's a lot, 150 euro without beverage. But if you go in another 3-star Michelin restaurant, it's 300 euros. So you can find like for lunch also there, and the food is really amazing. The rooms are nice. It's a unique style. You need to go on the website. They have the indoor swimming pool. The rooms are really nice. It's a style, you like it or no, but you see that the owner, it's a couple. So the chef is in cuisine, her husband is in cuisine, and she is managing the hotel. He didn't went into the room. You like it or no, but at least for dinner, really it's a great experience. They don't pay me to say that. And the thing is, it's a 4-star plus, but they don't charge 4-star plus or 5-star. It may be sometimes the rates are half of the hotel I showed you before. So that's something to know, like the client who wants something upscale. Yeah. In Champagne, that's the hotel I try. I know Marriott Hotel is going to be opening should be open, I have to check, in the city center of Reims, walking distance from the cathedral. It was planned this winter to open this summer. What's happening, I'm not sure. But there is also, I will find. There is a nice 4-star hotel in the city center of Reims. I'm sorry, I will send it to you when come to my mind. So that's it for Champagne. And if you have question, we'll send you the link and the recording tomorrow morning. I don't know if you have question, or I'll go directly to the situation in France. So actually, the situation in France, our Prime Minister, I'm sorry, there is a storm outside, so I hope you hear me well. So the situation in France is nothing is changing. So I see online hotels saying we are reopen, we are open to visit. Yes, they're open, but we are not allowed to travel more than 100 kilometers from home outside of business or family emergency. And you need to have so much paper with you to, to tell them why, you're traveling. So actually, we have no more news. Or First Minister just for talk before this webinar. What he say is that between May 25 and June 2, if we behave, and I remember you, we are French, we are the yellow jackets, we are the king of the strike. So if we behave, if the virus continue to stop or slow down, on May 25, it will tell when the restaurant will reopen. And he also say if we behave, French will be able to travel in France for the holiday, because right now we are not authorized to go on summer holiday. So I think that's their priority, that French can go on holidays, that French can spend a little money in hotel, etc. There is some rumor that European border will reopen for European country on July 10th. It's a rumor. Everything you can hear. Yes, people reopen. Now business, all business can be open. That's it. But the border is still closed. So, and we have no idea when the border will reopen for France to US or Europe to US. I think there is negotiation going on, because they all know that if German open to US, then the American can go to Germany and connect in France. So I'm sorry, I don't have more information. I just want to be clear. I know everyone is waiting, is hearing some rumor, hotel saying, oh, we're open, we're so pleased. And you feel that, oh, that's good, we can travel to France. Hotel reopen, but not the border. So I'm sorry, I will do a huge Zoom meeting the day the border will reopen. Everyone will know. I will scream it all over. So that's it. That's the only information I can give you. The rest is just theory and rumor. So I hope it helped you. I'm so sorry. So if you have any question, feel free. Right now, I'm here to answer your question.
I have no questions, but thanks. That was a great webinar.
Thank you. I don't show who is talking. Hold on. Hi, Karen. Thank you.
Take care.
So if you have any area in France you want to, anyone wants to do, I'm here. I'm waiting. I'm home, So if you want any training or presentation, you let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was great.
Thank you so much, Twin.
Thank you. It's here nice to hear your voice. And you have a big hug from Karine, who is home actually.
Say hi to Karine. Thank you.
I will tell her.
Hi, Karen.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Bye.